Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Every Paw Print, Every Story. I am your host, Dan Popovic. And for those new listeners to this podcast, you're probably wondering, what the heck is this show all about? Well, simple enough, it's all about the fur kids. We bring families in, invite families in to talk about, how many fur kids they have in their family. And hopefully my southern twang isn't going in the wrong direction. When I say fur kids, we're talking about pets, right? Dogs and cats. Um, a lot of these episodes, hopefully you'll laugh. You may cry because we do occasionally talk about loss and the impact that is on us. Hopefully get inspired. We've had some pretty amazing inspirational episodes. But most importantly, feel supported, supported along whatever journey and path you are with your fur kids. And I'm super excited today. I've got a dynamic duo on the show. We recently met, and come to find out, we're not too far. I think we're 2, 3 cities separate from each other. So welcome to the show, Melissa. See, I already got your name already messed up. Melissa and
Durski.
Darsky.
Durs.
See, and you guys are in Ackworth, Georgia, right? Excellent.
Downtown.
Let's get into the fur. How many fur kids do we have part of the family today?
We have
Well,
four dogs
I
and
got one, but
no, four dogs and three cats.
Oh wow. I like how you guys looked at each other too. You're like, I don't know, how many do we have?
How many do I keep bringing home is the question, and he says
Okay.
no more.
Darsky's giving you that look like, I see how he's sitting behind you. Um,
yeah. Well, they sometimes, especially when they're puppies or kittens, they create a certain amount of mess or aggravation for her that I don't want to remind her of. So this time I didn't. She brought home two more Goldens
Puppies,
puppies, and then a
and
kitten,
then a kitten last week or the week before.
and it was like, I mean, look, I love golden retrievers. In particular, animals, they're innocent. I love them. You know what I mean? But it's just like there's a point where like,
Where we need
no-
more.
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
So
where she needs to go run an animal shelter.
Yeah,
there you
That's an
go.
option,
maybe
right?
someday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an op. So all right, so two new family members, two golden, and then you said one cat.
Well, two, yeah, those are the new ones. Two new puppies, two boys from the same litter, and then they're 4 months, 5 months old now. So we've had them for a few months. We got them
Okay.
around like 10 or 12 weeks old, and then the kitten we just brought I just brought a couple weeks ago.
But so how did okay, so let's talk about the two new ones, the two golden retrievers. How did they Darcy's going to probably interject on this, but how did they enter the home? How did they become a part of family?
So what had happened was I saw one, and it was a sweet family just down in Macon, Georgia, and I was like, I think we need another golden because we have a 2-year-old golden too.
And I wasn't opposed to this.
You weren't, so he was okay with me bringing one more because we had
This
Kiva,
one.
which is our 2-year-old golden retriever. We have a 11-year-old Chihuahua mix, which is my daughter's dog since she was 5 years old. And my daughter's now about to be 16 this year. So Lily is our old lady at the house, Chihuahua mix mutt. But the two Goldens that came, we were just gonna get one, and we went down to meet the puppies, and I wanted to name it Leo. And when we met this new puppy, Durski loves Star Trek and was like, I don't think he's meant for Leo. How about Riker? What is it, Captain Riker?
No, I mean Commander Riker.
Commander
To be
Riker.
specific.
And actually, it that fit his personality much better. And I was like, dang, but I really want to name a dog Leo. Well, guess what happened? The other puppy that was going to be adopted, that mom was going to name that puppy Leo. And when she backed out, that was my Leo. I had to bring him too.
Oh, that just sounded like too much of a coincidence, right?
That's it.
At least, well, this one she at least talked to me about 3 days before it happened, and
Well, the breeder lady was like, and I didn't know it was Leo at first. She's like, one of the other puppies' moms backed out. Do you know anyone that might want to adopt the last one? And I was like, who is it? And I was like, is it Leo? And she's like, yes. I said, okay, I'll take him without talking to him. But then I did talk to him, but I had already told her yes.
And she thinks this is funny.
So Riker made it home first, and then he went down to get Leo.
Oh no, they both came home at
No,
the
it was
same time. we had
It was
gone.
right before we were supposed to go pick him
Yeah,
up.
we were going to go pick up Riker anyways, and that's right when she said, "Hey, there's one that still needs a home." They backed out, and I was like, "Oh, I'll pick up Leo with Riker."
Yeah, it's perfect though. They're bonded, they're family, they knew each other, so that just made it so much easier, right?
Yes, of
That's how you
course.
sold it to Darsky.
Yes, that's how I sold it. Yeah, sure.
Until they
Until there's multiple poops
mess on
from
the
both of
ground.
them, and they're getting better. They're getting better.
So I'm curious on Leo. What's the inspiration behind that name? Why did you, yeah, is there a story behind that name?
No, I'm just a Leo. Like that's my sign. I'm born
Okay.
August 1st, and so I always say every good Leo that's born in August or July, they have a lion tattoo and an animal named Leo.
She tries to name everything Leo.
I
She
do.
named my Chat GPT is my friend. I call her Molly. So she started calling her Chat GPT Leo. So it's like everything's Leo.
Yeah.
That's funny. And then the other one, Commander Riker, right? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
That's from Star Trek?
Yeah, Next Generation with
Okay.
Captain Picard.
Uh, I'm not as up on it, I hate to say.
That's okay.
I guess is it true you're either a Trekkie or you're a Star Wars? You're not both, or right?
I, you know what's funny? The only thing that's actually in common with them is that they're both set in space.
Mm.
I mean, I make no correlation between them other than that. There are some, I mean, like they don't have lightsabers in Star Trek, right? I mean, they're both, to me, they're both cool. I happen to agree with I would love to live in the time and philosophy of where humans have come to, because Star Trek is more evolved, I guess would be the way to put it. I mean,
As a community.
yeah, they're out trying to help, even when people do them wrong, they still try to understand them and help them, and it's just like, wow, man, if we could just be there.
All right, Melissa, sounds like you guys might need to start up a Star Trek type of podcast or get them on a Star Trek podcast.
That would be fun. That would
Yeah,
be a fun
maybe.
podcast.
All right, so back to the fur kids. So then, all right, so we got Ryko, Leo, and there's a new addition, Cat. You said,
Yes. Her name is Panther. She's a
oh,
black cat.
okay, very cool, love it.
Yep.
I've only seen her twice.
She stays mainly in my daughter's room because the other two cats we have are indoor outdoor, and my daughter she lost a cat last year from it going indoor outdoor. We're not It was right around this time, 4th of July. He was amazing black cat, and he was good at going in and out, but he went missing. Either someone took him, because a lot of people walk past our house to get to the lake, and so either someone took him or he got spooked and
From
took off. But so she just got a new black cat, and
okay.
instead of a boy cat, we got a girl cat. And she came along from someone that I saw on Facebook that had saved her from being at a dump place, pretty much.
You
And
saw this on Facebook.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Love it. Okay, cool. So let's and you said Kiva is the 2-year-old, right?
Kiva, yeah, Kiva.
That's my
Kiv.
That's Dursky's baby.
That's a unique name. Tell me about that name.
How did we even come up with that?
I
think we
mean,
just started searching on the way to get her.
no. It was I always said that if I had a daughter, I would name her Kara,
Okay.
and it was like, I don't know, it's a dog, it's just a little different. Obviously, I actually don't have any human children of my own anyway. I take responsibility for some, but um, so it was kind of along those lines, and I don't know. I said it. I said Kiva, and she
Yeah.
was like, yeah, that's
Just
good.
stuck.
And I think we looked it up. It has a meaning. I can't remember the meaning of it, but
All right,
Yeah.
we'll have to look it up and add it to the article when we get this podcast out there.
Yes. And one night we were hanging out, and all of a sudden he called her Kiefer Beaver. So that's her nickname, Kiefer Beaver.
Very, very cool. And then Lily, the 11-year-old, right?
Yeah.
What any, I mean, that's seems
She
like a
was
pretty common name, Lily, no?
Yeah, so my daughter loves the name Lily. I don't even know why. So we call her Lily Pad. And she was also a Facebook find, $40. I guess the people that had her, the wife, the wife's husband got so mad at Lily because she was a puppy at the time, and she had chewed through a charger. And she said, "Someone has to come get this dog, or else my husband is not going to be very nice to it." And I was like,
Just for
"I'm coming
chewing through a
right now."
charger.
Yeah, just because of a charger. So I gave her $40. I grabbed the dog. This was when I was with my children's father, who I also would bring lots of animals home back then. So I don't only do it to Durski.
Okay.
But
He just
They're not together
yeah,
anymore.
they're not.
and he didn't know about it before, right? So he just now got aware of it.
Right, right. And so I brought Lily to, I own a business. So when I first got Lily, she had fleas, worms, all the things. I mean, she was in bad shape. So instead of bringing her home and showing my, at the time, husband her in that way, I took her to my office first and got her all cleaned up. And she was just so cute and sweet. And I brought her home, surprised him. And of course, my daughter was already attached because she was with me when we picked her up. And so he couldn't say no because our daughter was 5 years old at the time. So we've had Lily for a while. Lily has had some one batch of puppies, but not anymore. That we got to all good homes, and
Oh
she is
wow.
an escape artist. She likes to dig, and she likes to. We live in downtown Ackworth, so there's all these little cute restaurants, a wine bar, Center Street Tavern, and anytime we need to know where Lily is, she's either at Center Street Tavern Bar or the wine bar.
Isn't there a fun little bookstore down there too that's kind of off the beaten path and a house and it's got a fence in the front too where you can take the fur kids and hang out?
Not in our
Oh
area, but
no, that's
that
not.
that sounds fun. Maybe in
I,
Kennesaw?
oh no, I it's oh what's the I think it's not Kennesaw, maybe it's Woodstock. I think that's where it is by
Probably
downtown
Woodstock. They have
Woodstock,
all the
yeah.
cool stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
does
that's
everybody
her.
get along?
Yeah. So far, we haven't introduced Panther much to the puppies because they're quite big and she's little. And I think she'd be fine. Her and Lily hang out in my daughter's room all the time. They're fine. They don't rub on each other, but they're good. But everyone else, because we have two other cats too that go in and out, Scarlet and Marty.
Marty does not come in.
Marty doesn't come in. He doesn't like to come in. He's the alley cat of the neighborhood, and all he does is meow at you to feed him, and then hangs out
Goes
on the
back
porch. Yeah.
doesn't bring any animals back into the house like rats or
No,
anything,
no.
no.
I don't think he's probably scared of
He's
everything.
a
I mean, he's
scaredy
just like,
cat, but then he also just stays out on the porch. Yeah, Marty Feldman and Scarlett Johansson are their names, and those were the names that they were given when I adopted them. Before I met Dursky, I adopted them from a where they help get animals. What was it
shelter,
called?
Well,
Not shelter, but
Scarlet, I got. What was
rescue.
Marty? Marty, what?
Feldman.
What's that from?
He's an old actor, and he has like one eye that goes that way. And
Does does
Scarlet,
does the cat's eye do that too?
at first, when he was a kitten, that's what his eyes did. And Scarlet has some kind of issue. She has like this tail that's like crooked and broken, and her eyes are always sad looking. So we also call her Sad Kitty.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And then so now, and you guys, did you recently start a meetup group for retrievers?
Yes, we did. We
Okay.
did. Well,
How?
I was trying to do a meetup group last year for all dogs at a local. We have a little restaurant here that it's the only place in downtown Ackworth with a closed-in dog park area. Otherwise, we have to go to Kennesaw or up in like the public park, which is a little bit further up in the northern part of Ackworth. But downtown doesn't have anything except for this restaurant. It's not a very big park, but it's big enough. So last year I was trying to just do a dog meetup, bring people together, bring their dogs, and only like 4 or 5 people would come here and there, and it didn't really jump off. And then in February, it's Golden Retriever Day. It changes, but I think it's like February 5th or 6th, something like that. 3rd, 4th, 5th, something. But this year, I was like, it's Golden Retriever Day. And I looked it up and I saw that in Golden, Colorado, they have thousands of golden retrievers come every year for the Golden Retriever Festival in Golden, Colorado. So I
Very
was like,
cool.
that's cool. It's Golden Retriever Day in like a day or two. I'm just gonna put it out on Facebook and see if anyone with golden retrievers wants to come meet me or us. And like 13 golden showed up that day.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was so fun. So then they're like, "Oh, can we do this again?" So then I was like, "Okay, sure." So I put together a Facebook group, public Facebook group, and I just started doing events, golden retriever meetups at the same spot every time. But people have become friends from it, and like even we got to go over to some new friends' house that invited us. They have two goldens and two other dogs, and we took our goldens and we went swimming at their house.
Yeah, like the dogs jumped in the pool.
Yeah, yes. And we met them through this meetup, and now, so we do it once a month now. I was kind of going crazy. I was doing like three a month, and he's like, "You gotta slow down. Like that's too much." I was like, "Okay, you're right." So now we do it once a month. It's usually the second Saturday of every month at Red Top Brew House in the doggy park. The last meetup had 30 Goldens show up.
Wow, that's very cool. That's awesome.
It's fun.
There's nothing like golden retriever people, man. I mean,
I
it's like
know.
they're, I mean, they're literally
Like Goldens. Everyone's so nice and
yeah, it's just like
become friends and
there's
just
a reason why the people attach to that type of dog is because that's, I mean, like this technically started. I had my ex and I had a golden, an English cream golden, so white, named Indy, and she was I.
she is. She's still alive.
Well, no. I'm saying that like at the time
Yeah.
I did not want her to get a dog. It was like, you don't take care of the one you have. Like, what are you doing? You know?
About your ex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and comes to be like the night of, she goes, "Well, I need you to go pick her up for me." And it's like an hour and a half away. And I'm like, "Oh my God, dude." I hated it. I hated it so much. But then I got there and I didn't tell her this for like 3 months, but they handed me that dog and I just like,
Melted, huh?
oh
Fell
my
in
God,
love.
it was over. And like I took care of her, everything, like, and she still, we'll have her come around every once in a while.
She
She
gets
came
to
to the
come.
last
Yeah,
meetup.
she gets to come to the meetup. So I have a step golden. So sometimes we have five dogs in the house when Indy comes.
Well,
It's a lot.
that's gotta kind of be challenging for you though. If you had that bond in the beginning, and then seemed like it was yours, now she's with the ex, and
Yeah.
I can't even tell you.
It
I
was
mean,
tough.
it's a good thing that we moved past. I mean, really, she moved past her whatever. You know what I mean? Like it was, she got with a new person. He was like absolutely no exes, blah blah blah, all that. And it's like whatever. I mean, to each their own. Whatever it is, I missed Indy. I miss Indy.
yeah.
I'd like her to be around, but
Yeah. But
it is what it is.
that's how I got into Goldens. I always growing up I always had mutts from the, Humane Society or that we found abandoned on the streets, whatever it was. My big sister used to bring animals home a lot and my mom be like, "Where did you get this one?"
So he's really to blame for your golden retriever
Yeah.
fetish now. Okay,
Yeah.
I see.
I mean, so she actually bought me Kiva
Yeah, for his
for
birthday,
my
Christmas
birthday
birthday.
when we had first met. Like it was like what, 5 months in or something.
Yeah.
She's like, here, here's your here, because I was really
That one
sad
I
about
did
Indy.
ask him though. I said, I don't want you to feel like I'm replacing Indy because we weren't seeing Indy at the time, and he was very distraught emotionally, missing her, and I was like, well, we could get a golden, and I had never had one, and so we did.
So how old is Indy today?
She's
She'll be
three and a
three.
half.
No,
Okay,
she'll be three in Christmas.
so young.
3 at Christmas. She's
It,
two and a
it,
half.
Indy, as in short for Indiana Jones.
Actually, yeah, that's what's funny.
Okay, hey, I got something right on the show.
Yeah, and that wasn't me either. It was my ex. I don't remember exactly what the deal was with the Indiana Jones thing, but that was something that she had wanted at another point in her life, and she had another golden called named Whiskey or something. One.
That's a
I
good
don't
I'm
name
remember.
for a
sorry. I think you're
golden.
right. India is older than Kiva.
Yeah.
I was thinking Kiva. I was
Uh-huh.
thinking Kiva. Kiva's birthday is on Christmas, and my daughter's birthday is Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do we do for birthday celebration for Kiva?
Every day.
Every day. That's true. That's
That's
true.
a good
She
answer.
eats
Good
every
answer.
day. She does. Yeah.
Oh, love that
Well,
answer. So the meetups, that's really cool. So you got another one coming up
Couple
this
weeks.
weekend, tomorrow, in a couple
No, a
weeks.
couple weeks. I think we're doing
2 weeks.
it the weekend after July 4th, July 13th.
But it's golden retrievers only. So if somebody had a Doberman or something else, you're like, get out of here. It's got only
No,
go.
No.
no. We actually announced that all dogs are welcome. We've had little puppies come in that were like, what does Jen have? Little,
Oh,
like 4 pound little, whatever they are. I mean,
that
they
wasn't a
come.
Chihuahua. That was
No,
a
they're like Bajans or whatever those are. And then we had a
Jack
lab.
Russell.
No, we had labs. We had golden doodles come. Yeah, so we definitely invite everyone. It's just that the Goldens are the stars of the show.
Of course, of
Yeah,
course. And I didn't
yeah.
realize that about Golden, Colorado for Golden Retriever Day. That's pretty cool.
Well, guess what
Um,
we're doing now? We're putting our own on in the southeast in
okay.
Ackworth. I've already put the application in with the city of Ackworth, so we would like close down the whole park down at the lake. They would allow us to bring vendors in, and people from all over the southeast could come.
I love that. That's all. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how I can help you guys kind of spread that word. That's really cool.
That'd be great.
Um, because yeah, what's unique about what they do in Golden, Colorado? Is it just kind of like what you're doing, a festival
Yep.
and
It's all
vendors
about
and
Goldens.
Yep, all about Goldens. They
but
have vendors and just people from all over the country travel, like everywhere, travel to Golden, Colorado to go. And I was like, why isn't there one on the southeast? Like, I'm finding pockets like throughout Florida and stuff where people are doing Golden meetups, like I am. I'm not the first one to do it, but no one has put together a large festival like they have in Golden, Colorado. So we'll hopefully do this annually and it'll grow to thousands just like they did there.
yeah. Well, and you reminded me, I'll have to figure out how to connect you to Tina and or her daughter Nicole. I actually had both of them on a podcast not too long ago. Their stories were amazing. Tina, at one time she had, sorry, Darsky, I'm not trying
Oh,
to
you're good.
I'm not trying to plant ideas with Melissa, but she had 8 golden retrievers.
Oh,
Eight. Um, and then, but it's a fact, she was a fascinating story because then she got into obedience training. So then she got
mm,
into like competition and then she got into dog wrangling. And when she
I'd
mentioned
love if
dog,
that's how this went. Obedience training, sure.
well, but the dog, you might like the dog wrangling. When she mentioned that, I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. What is dog wrangling? That's what they do in the movies. So she actually had some of her Goldens in the movies.
wow.
So that's what they call them, dog wranglers on the set. One of them became really famous. It was really a cool,
Oh,
and they're all about golden retrievers too.
nice.
So it's really fascinating. Now, did y'all with the golden retrievers fascination or love that you guys have? Is this something you grew up with, or is it just more recent in adulthood?
I've never had an animal. I like until
This is
that
new.
got forced on me there. I mean, there were animals around, and I was always just like, get out of here. I don't want anything to do with you.
I've always had animals, but never Goldens, always from the pound, always mutts, and always like smaller dogs. I had Cocker Spaniels, I had, Pomeranian mix, like all the little mutts. I grew up in San Diego, and there were there was always a new animal being brought home by either me, my brother, or sister.
She picks up strays.
Yeah. But now I know to make sure that it's not someone's dog. Like, I know the rules now. Like, make sure that because we have
Is
Lily's
it
puppy.
chipped or not? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Are they chipped? We have Lily's puppy who's been missing since February actually, and she's 3 years old, and so she's a Cocker Spaniel Chihuahua mix, and I'm still like putting post out about because I think someone has her here locally because she's gotten out before, and whoever has found her has posted about her, but now she's missing. So at one point we actually had another dog too, and that's my youngest daughter's dog, and we are really sad about her missing, and I still have hope that she's going to show up. So,
Oh wow. Sorry to
Yeah.
hear that.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm curious from like I definitely want to hear from both y'all's perspective on just and Darsky, you hit on it, the golden retriever and what is it about that breed that, you know, you get so much benefit or joy from, talk about just what, what does that breed do for you?
I don't think it's so much about. I mean, there is absolutely benefit for me or for us
Mhm.
in it, but it's the way that they love it. It it doesn't beg for them to be loved, even though they do beg to be loved. Like their personality does, but like just the way that they are is so pure and just like like I get home every day or night or whatever it is, and I'll sit down and these dogs just run up and plop down on
Plop
you, and
down.
it's like
Yeah.
they just all they want is just to be around you, and there's nothing else, and it's not about a for me like I don't need that. I want it. I like it. It's not something that's like forced. It was forced on me at first, right? But I couldn't help but fall in love. Like
Right.
literally these people handed me Indy, and the sec she got my hands, and I was so mad, dude. I was so mad. And the second that dog got in my hands, I just it was like something came over me, and it wasn't something I wanted, so I was fighting that every chance I got to. I didn't tell her for 3 months. I sit there, pet the dog, she walks around the corner, I'm like, get away from me. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want that to because I was mad with her, but like I don't know. It's just there's nothing to be mad at there. Even when they like mess in the house and stuff, it's
Yeah.
aggravating.
Yeah.
But like they're just so chill. Now on the other hand, the little Chihuahua, she'll be like,
Uh-huh. She'll give you dirty looks.
she's like, I know what I did. You.
She'll give you dirty looks. She's like, "Where's my food? Let me back in my room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go dig a hole and go into the fence and go get
Love
some
it.
wine." Like she's just like that, like attitude.
I just never met another energy like that
Mm-hmm.
ever,
Yeah.
and I didn't realize that it was something that was across Goldens, like that was just part of their temperament. I didn't really think about it before that because I didn't like animals, but
Yeah. I never met a breed that just was friends with every other dog. This breed is the only one. I mean, I've had Cocker Spaniels, which are such sweeties too, but they're usually more timid than the Goldens are. They don't run up and like make friends. They literally make friends with everyone. Like they don't have any.
or piss them off until they have no other choice but to like them because they're just going to be there.
They're
And
just
and
like,
they
you're gonna be my friend. You're gonna be my friend. And I'm like, it's also who I am. Yeah, I am like a golden. I'm like, we're all friends. Everyone, let's be friends. You're my friend. You're my friend.
I love, yeah, no, I've heard that about golden retriever. I mean, they're great family dogs,
Have
and
you come to the meeting at the
No,
meeting
you
yet?
haven't been to our golden retriever meetup. He lives a bit Forsyth, a little bit
Well,
further.
he can come. You
But
should
you can
I'll
come.
have,
come.
yeah, I'll definitely have to make it out. I've got, you guys might kick me out though, because I have two Dobermans. One of them I wouldn't bring. He's an old man,
Yeah.
and he just kind of lounges around. The other one, whew, a lot of energy. I mean, Darsky, to your point, I mean, Dobermans are awesome, loyal. She's very loving, but yeah, she's not going to go up and be best friends with every dog. So you've got that,
Yeah.
little challenge. But the other one I've got is a Ridgeback, but
Mm.
she's petrified of people and other dogs because she came
Mm.
from a very abusive upbringing, and she came from one of these puppy mills, and she had males beating her. So when she came here, she did not like me. She barked at me a lot. And
Mm.
what's funny, I have a picture. I posted it on Facebook not too long ago. We went out to Nofo Brewery up here in Cumming. Like the first week we had her, she jumps up on my lap. She's in my lap, getting that
Mm.
comfort, and it's like that was totally unexpected, because like you wait a minute, you're barking at me all the time. You don't like me, but now she wanted
Mm.
that support. But so
Mm.
yeah, they're fun, fascinating breeds. But yeah, we'll definitely have to try to make it out there and kind of figure out. Carly's definitely a lot of fun, just very high energy, go, 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 high energy. Um,
Great.
and then I just got, I don't know if you've been around Dobermans or have familiar with Dobermans. I mean,
I had an uncle that had a Doberman. There was one time where it was trying to play with me. I think I was like 7 or 8, and we were out in the yard, and it was just playing, like nipping, and it hurt. I was a kid, so it probably wasn't that bad. And I was like, ow. And as soon as I did that, it went, and I was like, what are
Mm.
you doing? I started running.
Oh no.
And this thing, it's just playing with me though. I didn't know
Mm.
yeah,
this, but
yeah,
it's running at me, and I was
yep.
just so scared. But then like it ends up like I fell to the ground and it just starts licking my face.
Oh.
So like, you know,
They do get a bad rap. Dobermans get a bad rap because they are like intimidating looking, just like pit bulls. But really, it does come down to
Yeah,
how you treat them.
yeah. I know we've got, gosh, we're getting close to the end. Time is flying.
I had a
Couple
question for
questions.
you real quick, if that's
Go for
okay.
it. Yeah.
I want to flip the script. What inspired you to do this?
So, no, that's a great question because yeah, I don't definitely don't like making it about me because it's all. But no,
Well,
I'll
yeah, but
answer
I
that.
mean, I don't know
So
how
that
did you get to.
so I've got a book behind me. I don't know if you can see that I'm pointing. So what inspired me is I lost Marley. Marley was our first female Doberman. We lost her about 3 years ago. We lost her at the age of 9, and one day she's with us, the next day she's gone. um, and it was a pretty profound impact on me. I didn't, and I've lost family members before, lost my father, but she was amazing. She probably was like a golden retriever in her body. She greeted everybody with kisses. She loved every dog. She was amazing, smart as can be. Um, like I said, she passed in a emergency room with a bunch of plugs coming in and out of her. So that destroyed me because it's like, if I would love to have seen her go peacefully at the house. I didn't even get to say goodbye to her.
Mm.
So I started writing about it, and I just started writing about it to heal myself from that pain, and
Mm.
really had no intent of anything else coming out of that. People started reading the book, and then they're like, it's relatable. Obviously, the grief that was in there, was profound. People cried, but the relatable thing, and that's when I'm like, you know what, I just want to share this. I want to share it with the world. I want to get out. I want to do more. I want to, so it's inspired me. Her legacy has inspired me to do more, but it's really more about showcasing what it means to have them in our lives, right? Just, cats, dog, the power, that profound impact they have on our, not only our physical well-being, but our mental well-being.
Mm.
And just like you were saying, Darsky, it's, not having Indy, I'm sure there's that impact there, and falling in love. And like you said, you get frustrated if they mess in the house, but how can you get mad on it? They look at you and you're like, yeah, I can't get mad at you. I mean, you did wrong, and we'll figure it out. But it's that unconditional love like you were describing. It's nothing else like it. They're always there for you. Um, and that's what's fascinating as I started doing this podcast and hearing folks come on and talk about that same thing. So many people talk about loss, but how it helped them get through the loss of a job, the loss of a marriage, the loss of a boyfriend, all of these impacts that impact our mental health. They're right there by you. I mean,
Yeah.
it's powerful. So that's what inspired me to do this.
Thank you for sharing. I'm sorry for your loss.
No, I appreciate it. And, and like I said, Marshall is her brother. He's with us still today, and he's 11. So I feel like we're on borrowed time, right? Dobermans don't typically make it past 10.
Yeah.
So we're enjoying every moment we have with him. But it's getting tougher because his mobility is so hard. I have to pick him up and carry him up and down the stairs a lot. And I don't have the frame for an extra 100 pounds of body weight on me, but
Right.
I do it.
Yeah. That's what
um,
we do.
but I'm gonna flip it back to you since you did that, and then we'll close. like you mentioned water and jumping in the pool, so it sounds like I'm gonna guess that's probably a golden retriever thing. They it sounds like they love swimming. They love the water, right?
Well, ours don't.
Well, I mean, it's not that they don't. It's that
They just
they
got
just don't have it. They don't
introduced
have a whole lot of experience with it. We took Kiva um,
paddle boarding.
paddleboarding at one point. I loved it. She didn't like it because she kind of scratched her up.
Kiva wanted to be on my board.
Yeah,
And
I got it too, but
yeah.
I didn't care. I just wanted her there. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
But when we went to our friend's pool, their dogs, that's what they do all the time. They've been around the water since the beginning. Now, a couple other of the friends that come to the Golden Retriever meetup, there's one, and the dog's name is Pickles. And Pickles is hilarious because
Love
Pickles will
that
go to
name.
every single water bowl and splash it all out because he loves water so much he can't not do it. He just wants to go swimming in the water bowl. Now, our dogs aren't like that, but I think some of them like water a little bit more. I think they are water dogs. I mean, from what I know of, they
I mean, they
usually
were hunting dogs,
yeah,
right?
hunting.
Yeah.
I mean, retriever, right? But maybe not. So I don't know. We'll probably try a couple more times. I don't really want to go paddleboarding again because unless I cut Kiva's nails.
I would take her alone, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
And then what's
At least
I think
one other
we
person.
got time for one last question. I'll hit at you guys. What and Darski, you mentioned on the cuddling, like what's maybe one thing that they do so endearing that brings a smile to your face every day?
Probably exactly that. Like, what generally, it's funny. I smile at the thought of getting home, knowing if like it's the end of the night or something like that, and knowing that they're just gonna run up
They're
and
gonna greet
and
you.
greet me, and like then I'm gonna lay down and they're just gonna jump right in the bed, and it's like, there's people who are like, you don't like dogs in your bed. What do
Oh,
you
they
do?
do.
And it's like, dude, you don't know what you're missing. I don't know what you're doing,
They
but like,
plop down. One thing I love, the puppies, they're bigger cuddlers than Kiva is, so they just jump up really fast and plop right into you and like spoon you and like up on your neck on they put their head on top of your head. Kiva hasn't been that much cuddly, but
she
she's
does it
starting
with
to
me.
be. Yeah, she does. And you know what else she does with him? She does it with me too, but what I love seeing when he comes home, she will find anything close by, a sock, a toy, whatever, and go take it to him when he comes home to
Love it.
show him like welcome home and look what I have. And it's usually a sock because I didn't finish the laundry yet, but
That's yeah, that welcome home greeting is the best.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's
That's
sweet.
awesome. Well, no, yeah, so I think we're at the end. So yeah, this has been fun and I appreciate the two of you coming on the show. And Melissa, so let's definitely get the link. So what's so you've got the date for this big event, or is that still kind of in the works?
Yeah, we're shooting for February 6th of 2027, which is
2027.
like
Okay.
yeah, pretty much it's like right there at Golden Retriever Day. I don't know the exact date. It's during the week, so the weekend is when we're doing it on Saturday
Okay.
the 6th. Yeah.
So we'll have to figure out like, do you have any kind of like landing page or anything awareness on it
Not
yet?
yet. Well, I'll
Okay.
get it soon. I made an event on Facebook, but it says like
Well,
location to be
you could
Okay.
determined.
join the Facebook group.
Yeah, are you in the Golden Retriever Facebook group?
I think I am. I'll definitely go and check. So, but
Okay.
yeah, so then I'll definitely make a point to find that link and add it to the
Okay.
article so people can find out about it. So, like you said, yeah, let's get people across the southeast to come join.
Let's do
But
it.
yeah, again, don't go anywhere just yet. But I just wanted to thank you for the two of you for being on the show today.
Thank you
Thank you
for
so
having
much.
us. This has been fun.